Here's how I went from 0 to 1,000 highly targeted, engaged Instagram followers in 33 days without spending a dime on ads or leveraging any of my existing large accounts or connections. And this initial community of 1,000 followers is going to be the foundation that allows me to build this account into the tens, if not hundreds of thousands of followers over time and add 6 figures to my business through doing so. So how do we go about doing this? It's relatively straightforward, and I'm going to give you the step-by-steps of how to do so. So let's dive straight into it. Also, long-time viewers of the channel, you'll probably notice I'm in a slightly different setup. Currently, I'm in Auckland, New Zealand. I'm here for the month. And so I wanted to keep the setup going. So let me know what you think. So first things first, we got very clear on who we help, who our niche is, and how we help those people. Once you write this down, it makes everything else so much easier because you have a clear understanding of who you're trying to reach, how you're trying to help them, and that'll help you a huge amount when it comes to setting up your page and optimizing your content. Which leads us on to the second thing that we did, which is we then went ahead and set up the profile to speak directly to those people. So the niche for this account is pretty much the same as my YouTube channel, and it's almost going to be an extension of my YouTube content, which also happens to be my main business, which is helping businesses grow on Instagram. Specifically, we mainly work with experts and help them get more customers or any sort of e-learning businesses. So once we'd had this established that, hey, we're trying to help business owners grow and monetize their audience on Instagram, we then set up the profile to speak to those people. So if you take a look at the account, you can see that the opening line of the bio is helping businesses grow on Instagram. Very straightforward. Followed by some social proof that, hey, I've actually built an audience. I'm not just some dude with 1,000 followers that's sort of, spouting stuff out. I've actually built accounts. I actually know what I'm talking about. And that's really, really important if you're trying to come across as an authority figure that, hey, you actually know what you're talking about. Because nowadays anyone can, create a few graphics and pretend like they're an expert or pretend like they've got experience doing something. So it's really important to establish authority. Maybe you're not an expert, but you're documenting your journey. Just whatever it is, be upfront and straightforward with it. Now, the third thing that we went ahead and did after that is we started crafting content that would be valuable to these people. So once we've optimized the profile to convert business owners into followers, because hey, we're speaking directly to them, we went out there and created content that would be valuable to them, bring them to our page and build a lot of rapport with them. So if you take a scroll through our feed, you can see that we're posting carousels, tweets, infographics, and reels, one post per day, giving valuable insights to it. And all of the content that we post is about it. So the most recent one at the time of filming is how I make $8,732 per month from one Instagram account, which is a little bit clickbaity. I get it. It's a flashy title, and I'm not trying to flex on people with that. I'm more trying to educate people on the industry and be transparent with my numbers. But I guess it does come across that way. But all of the content, how to 10x your engagement on Instagram, Instagram story ideas, all of the content we're crafting is designed to be valuable and interesting to our target audience, to bring them to our profile, build rapport, and turn them into followers. Now, after we'd done that, the fourth part is we went ahead and selected our hashtags, did the hashtag research strategically using a tool called Flick. Now, I'm not gonna go in depth on how to use Flick in this video. I've got a ton of tutorials on my channel showing you exactly how to do that, so I will link those down below. You can, however, get a free trial of Flick for a week using my link down below. But we went ahead and created a set of hashtags that we could use in the content. So we're using about 20 to 25 hashtags. We've been testing only using them on posts. A lot of people have brought up the fact we haven't thrown them on reels. We're simply just testing things out and seeing what works. Now, those first 4 steps are somewhat the foundational steps. Get clear on your niche, optimize your profile to speak to those people, craft content that is valuable to those people, and do your hashtag research so that you've got that done. Once you've got those 4 things done, that's like your foundational work built. Now we're getting onto more of the growth side of things, which means the 5th thing that we did is now that we've put this in place, it's time to actually get ourselves in front of this target audience. That way they can then see our bio, turn into a follower, see our content, turn into a fan, and we can start building up an audience. Now, how exactly you get yourself in front of your target audience can happen in a lot of ways. Some people in the past used to use strategies like follow on follow, which I wouldn't recommend nowadays. There you can run influencer marketing, you can run ads, you could use an external platform such as TikTok or Facebook or Pinterest to push people, even an email list if you have one. But what we did is 2 key strategies that helped us get in front of more people in our niche. Now the first one is a little bit reliant on the algorithm, and that is posting reels. Now, even if you have no followers, you can get promoted through Reels because it's just unreal how they work at the moment. I just realized Unreal Reels. I didn't even plan that one, and I know that's terrible, but anyway, bear with me. Reels are a great way to get yourself in front of new people. If you have no followers, you can still do it. Whereas with regular images, if you don't have an audience, you're not going to get pushed out to new people. You're going to need at least sort of 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 followers before you start getting promoted on the Explore page and so on by Instagram. Whereas with Reels, from day one, you can start reaching new people. So that was one part of the strategy we used to reach people as we started posting Reels. And from day one, we were getting anywhere from 1,000 views to 3,000 views with no followers, with like 10, 20, 50 followers. So that's how powerful they are. Now, for the first month of this account, we were posting Reels like every second day. So we posted about 15 or 16 Reels. And I think our best one had 3,900 views and our worst one had like 963 views, which, like I say, is very good for an account this size. However, I then filmed some better Reels, and now the fact that we've got 1,000 followers as well, we've started to see a little bit of an increase in reach and views from these Reels, with our third most recent one getting 3,581 views, which is much better than the average. The one after that got 9,000 views, and the one after that got 5,300. Nothing crazy, but still seeing a consistent improvement and reaching a lot of new people, which is really helping grow the account. Now, the second strategy that we use to get the profile in front of more people is one that is not reliant on the algorithm at all and simply just takes a bit of blood, sweat, and hard work. And that's what's known as the comment strategy, or Gary Vee calls it the $80 strategy. It's got a lot of names, but at the end of the day, all you're really doing is finding accounts that your target audience already follow, already engage with, and already interact with, and putting yourself in front of these people by commenting on their content. So for example, if you're a business coach and you're trying to build an audience on Instagram, you might see Alex Hormozi as someone who has your target audience already. He's built up a ridiculously large audience of very engaged people over the past year by putting out some great content, and he's got a very loyal following of a lot of business owners. And so if you're a business coach trying to get in front of business owners, you can go to Alex's account, follow him, turn on post notifications, and then each time he posts, you can go spend 3 or 4 minutes in the comment section, leave a comment yourself, reply to other people's comments, and then you're just getting yourself in front of Alex's audience, who also happen to be your target audience. Then naturally, some of the people whose comments you're replying to or who see your comment are going to click through to your page, check out what you've got going on, and assuming you've done the foundational steps of making sure your profile speaks to these people, creating content that's actually valuable to these people, they're going to turn into a follower. Now, this isn't something that's going to make you go viral, but it's definitely a strategy that can get you anywhere from 5 to 50 really targeted followers a day. And if you do that consistently for like 2 or 3 months, you can get to a couple thousand targeted followers. By that point, your content can start reaching new people and going viral. That there alone is probably the main strategy that took us from 0 to 1,000 followers, is spending 30 to 60 minutes every day just engaging with other people's content in the niche and building connections. So we weren't only commenting, but we'd sometimes like posts, we'd go find people's pages, reply to stories, and start building up some rapport there. And then the sixth and final thing that we did, which didn't necessarily lead to a lot of growth yet, but is more about nurturing the community to keep really strong engagement, a great community, and something that'll scale really well over time. And that is literally nurturing the community, like I guess said. What we made sure we did here is if someone took time out of their busy day to comment on one of our pieces of content, I would make sure I always replied. They might ask a question, I would give some insights, and that helps build a strong connection between me and the community, which is always great, because think about it. If someone that you are learning from, you leave a comment on their post, ask you a question, and they reply to it, give you some valuable insights, that is going to build more of a connection with them. And this is how you build those true fans who engage with all of your content and helps build up those initial few thousand people who like all of your stuff, commenting on it, on all of it, watch your reels. And this all plays into the algorithm to help you reach a lot more people. And all around, it's just much more fun when you've built a solid, strong community of people, even if it is a small community to start with. And that there is how we went from 0 to 1,000 plus targeted followers in 33 days. Now, to scale this page onto 10,000 and then ideally 100,000 followers, we're pretty much going to keep doing these fundamental things And then naturally, as the community grows and there's more people engaging with the content, commenting on the content, sharing the content around, and as I get better at creating content based on the data and feedback that I'm getting, like I'll notice different trends. Like, hey, if we use this design, it gets more engagement. If we talk about this topic, people are more interested. As I improve that, whilst the community also grows, we'll get a lot more reach organically through Instagram pushing the content. It just takes that initial few months of grafting to build up that audience so you've got enough followers and engagement to reach new people. As well as this, as social proof increases on the page, and what I mean by this is as the follower count goes up, for my niche specifically of teaching Instagram marketing, that's really important, because if someone lands on your page and they see you've only got 1,000 followers, but you're claiming to be an expert at Instagram growth, it doesn't really resonate. So that's why I've linked my page in there early on so people know that, hey, I actually do know what I'm talking about. I'm just early on with this account. But naturally, as the page grows, the conversion rate should grow because it is important to the niche to have an audience. And all of these things will play into the algorithm to help us grow much faster and hit those heights. Now, I'm going to create updated videos each time we hit a new milestone. So I'll probably do another one when we hit 5,000 followers, 10,000 followers, 25,000, 50,000, 100,000. Hopefully a couple 100,000 down the line. And I'll be sharing the lessons that we've learned, the strategies that we've used, what's working, what's not working, and how my hypotheses, I said that horrendously, but how my hypothesis worked, or if it didn't. So make sure you subscribe if you want to see those videos and learn from what's actually working. Now, if you want one-on-one help to help grow your audience and start generating more customers with Instagram, you're welcome to book a call with me down using the link below, where we'll have a chat, see if you're a good fit to work with us. Currently, we only work with e-learning businesses or agencies, pretty much anyone we can create educational content for, build a large audience and help you get customers. That's it from me. If this was useful, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you all in the next one.